guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing my February challenge. For those who have not seen the January challenge, you can definitely go check that out if you wish. But I've kind of came up with this new, I don't know, this alternative way of getting products done or used up without doing a year-long pan that palette. I just can't bring myself to use one palette all year long. It just doesn't seem appealing to me. It doesn't seem interesting to me. It seems like I would get bored very quickly because I like to change up my makeup. So instead of doing a pan that palette for a whole year, I decided to do a monthly challenge. January's challenge was no buy and success. I did not buy a stitch of beauty products at all. Yay! Yes, so it felt good. A couple times I caught myself like wanting to buy something, and then I took myself back and said, listen, get yourself in check, girl. You don't need it right now. You have other options in your stash. So a couple times that I had to, take a step back, but overall I did succeed the challenge. I'm very proud of myself for the month of January. January is 31 days long, so it's one of like the longer months of the year. So I was really, really happy with those outcomes. Now, February's challenge is going to be a bit different. I have 3 products that I want to focus on in February and see if I can either finish them or, get through as much product as I possibly can. One being like hitting at least some pan on a certain palette. The first product I want to try to finish in February is my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I'm not a huge fan of Pro Glow on its own. I think it's too oily for me, but when I mix it in with other matte foundations, I find it gives a really nice satiny finish. So I can only use this in the winter, and so I'd like to finish it up by the end of February so that I can get it out of my collection since I've had it now for about a year. I think the count on here, does it even have like an expiration? I don't think it does. Usually I go with a year, up to a year with foundation, like before they start to expire. So it's hitting the year mark and I want to get this out of my collection. So far, I'm actually down to here. I don't know if you guys can see that very faint yellow line there. That's where I'm sitting at. And I'd like to finish that in the month of February. So that requires me to wear makeup almost every day, and I'm going to try my darndest to. But I will be using this up for the month of February as a challenge. My next one is a palette I want to give more love to and maybe hit pan. This is my Stila Eyes of the Window shadow palette in the collection Mind. So this has got a beautiful mirror and it's got all matte shadows. You've got some darks, you've got some mid-tones for crease colors, and you've got your very lights. So I'm going to try and focus on this for the month of February because I've had this now for a year and I've dabbled into it lightly, but I'd like to kind of give it some more love. And it's so nice and easy and compact to travel with. So, I just might take this with me on my big trip this year, depending on how well I get along with it. But that's what the palette looks like. It's, it's pretty brand new. I've only used it maybe 2, 3, 5 times at most. So I'd like to give it some more love. If I hit pan, great. I just want to give some attention to it as well. So that is the palette. And my last product is the Renpure Sea Minerals Dry Shampoo. This is a very big bottle. Like, it's a lot bigger than your average Batiste dry shampoos. I'm at about here, and I'd like to finish the rest off by the end of February. To be totally honest, you guys, I try not to use too much dry shampoo because I find that it builds up in my hair and it gets gunky. But I do have a couple of ones that are like large like this that are not Batiste, and frankly, they're not my favorite. Like, I've already finished that much of product, and I have to say this is not my favorite dry shampoo. I picked it up for like $9 at TJ Maxx. I thought it was going to be a nice good one. You get a lot of product for it. Unfortunately, not my favorite. It does not soak up the oils like I wish it would. So I'm going to try and use this up, and hopefully by the end of February I can give you guys an update to say that, you know, I did finish those products. The only thing I don't foresee me finishing is the palette, because let's face it, there's 28 days in February. I'm not going to finish a whole palette in that long, which is fine because I don't really plan on actually panning a full palette to like complete nothing. I just want to hit pan at a couple of shadows just to kind of show it some love. That's pretty much what the challenge is about, is kind of taking things out of my collection and giving it some love for, you know, in particular this month, because I have so much stuff, right? So, yeah, so that is what February's challenge is going to be. Let me know what you guys are doing for the month of February in regards to challenges. Are you trying to finish something? Are you trying to eat more healthier? Are you trying to eat, you know, less sodium, more protein, more, you know, carbs, less sugar? Who knows? I want to know what you guys are working for in February. The first two of my challenges this year are, you know, beauty and makeup related, but you know, throughout the year I'd like to kind of incorporate some healthy lifestyle, or even fashion, you know, kind of like maybe no buys in fashion or no buys in certain areas. So let me know what you guys are doing. I would love to hear your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah.